Okay, greetings everyone. This is First and Turning 753, the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4 Power and Revolution. All roads lead to Delhi. In this episode, we're looking at an economy of 8.6 trillion. I think it's India here. Economic growth has risen to 4%, unemployment's down to 14%, and inflation is still lingering around 7.3%. So things are progressing. We're going to push here to the end of the quarter. There's still fighting going on in Afghanistan. I've got some patrols, and I'm relocating and redeploying more forces to these bases. These patrols hopefully can help take out the Mujahideen and concentrate most of my satellites in the area. That's a commercial airline. I've also redeployed more forces east towards Bangladesh. I have expanded my intelligence network there, and as a matter of fact, you know what, I'm thinking I'm going to expand it a little bit more. I do still have some idle agents here for Secret Service, because Bangladesh is most likely going to be the next target on our conquest list. We've got 200, so let's go ahead and increase this. Let's go ahead and double it. 211 idle agents. Let's go ahead and double that to 80 in Bangladesh. We've got a sporting victory here. Country ranks second in whatever athletics championship this is. I don't know what this is, and I don't know which countries were involved. But this is an excellent result, Prime Minister. Our athletes behave admirably. I congratulate them all in your name. This is the Minister of Youth. They confess to me they hope to do even better next time. Take first, right? Let's savor our pleasure, because all this surely not the result of chance, but the reward of ambitious, bold sports policy. I really haven't done much to increase my sports budget at all, so I'm just going to keep things the way they are. We also do pretty well culturally. We've won a number of cultural film prizes, and because of that, I've started another earthquake. Come on, man. Natural disasters are killing me in this game. And my computer is moving very slow today. But I did initiate a cultural event, or begun New Delhi Film Festival. Planning for that on January 31st, 2016. Committed $5 million, which is a lot of money. For a film festival, I think. Mujahideen rebels are in retreat. They're fleeing the zone of control.
After their incursion in...
Alright, our forces are still zigzagging. It looks like they lost a couple tanks, but we've got more tanks on the way. Care for refugees gets us some popularity.
Our governmental cell informed me
Yes, we want to get agents within the Bangladesh ministry. Minister of Health threatens our course of action. This is our stupid cabinet. I don't like to mess with that. We're coming up on the end of the quarter here in about 2 weeks. I think it might be time to redeploy my aircraft carrier to the Bay of Bengal. Let's do that. Relations with Sri Lanka are sort of normalized, I guess. But we now have a carrier moving closer to Bangladesh. Redeployment. Not concerned as much. 34 tanks. 90 tanks. This base has, we've redeployed a lot of big forces this base. I'm going to need to build a base or two out here on my eastern front. I'm not messing with Iran anymore. They were funding terrorists. That really didn't pay off too well. And our relationship with Iran is sort of depleting, it looks like. Maybe the party that we were funding didn't get in. Religious authoritarian. And why this is happening in Namibia, I don't know. Meeting request with Malta. What the heck does Malta want? No new partners for the intergalactic mining.
We are paying a very heavy tribute to this country.
Over 9,000 casualties in the Afghan war, and we have more money towards famine. Somalia, I don't want to approach any groups there. So let's take a look at, there was a big hit there. Mujahideen rebels are still in retreat. And there's more attacks. Bases have popped up. Let's go ahead and launch some strikes against these bases. I'm going to coordinate an effort to take out these 96 fighters. We don't need that many, I don't think. Let's coordinate some strikes against these bases. And I'm going to have to deploy another squadron of tanks, it looks like. Because we lost the... It looks like they took out those 5 tanks that we had. Missile launcher 15. 15 would be good. Down here we've got some missile launchers as well. Take out that base. And let's hit that one. Let's go ahead and get that rolling here. And 90 tanks. Let's go ahead. We're going to move 90 tanks into the zig and the zag. We're going to zigzag 90 tanks across the province. A bunch of more bases are opening up here. And airstrikes. These tanks are more advanced than the last one. They're rank 2. We'll patrol that area. Okay, meeting with Malta.
Good morning! I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic contract which, as you will see, is profitable for both our countries.
Beef. Back to the beef. Their consumption is at 12. What? I don't want to... No. I don't think so. I'm not going to depend on with your consumption at that level. I'm not depending on that. Military alliance. Would you be interested in a non-aggression pact? No, you are not. No one is interested in non-aggression pact. People like the opportunity to be aggressive in this game. One thing I do need to go after for trade, and I kind of don't want to be dependent on trade. I think I said that. I kind of want to build up domestic consumption. Housing is a national priority. But the one thing we got points for the international meeting, even though nothing came out of it. One area where I do need to improve I do need to engage in trade, I would say, is with water supply networks. And I'm going to want to buy water supply networks very cheaply from somebody. What the heck is that? Canada. You don't have a lot available. Does anybody have water supply networks available? Doesn't look like there's a lot out there. We have a water shortage, or drought. Global drought, is that what we're dealing with? India, 15,000, we need 29,000. Yeah, I don't see anywhere where we're going to get the water supply networks. Alright, so that's out of the picture. Housing a national priority. Healthcare is not doing well, but nevertheless, it's an essential factor for the well-being of the population. Let's give everyone in the country a chance to have a decent roof over their heads. Let's build, renew, and subsidize. Here we go. $46 billion cash surplus added to the Treasury. That's a ton of money. And let's look at our numbers now. $80 billion in reserve. I think I can spend... why not spend half of that, I guess. Rebels are in retreat. Mujahideen. I'm curious about the move. Look at all these bases that just popped up. What are their numbers at? 12,000? We keep fighting them and they're increasing numbers. This is not a good scenario. That is an ugly picture in Afghanistan. Hopefully they can do something. 89, we lost one tank already. Alright, but I have more pressing domestic issues to deal with. Like housing. Let's see what we can do with housing. We are going to budget $40 billion, and I'm going to spend about $14 billion on roads, on constructing highways. So, $14 billion. That leaves me with $26 billion, and I do want to spend money on schools and hospitals. But more importantly, let's try. There's an assassination. Let's try to see if we can improve this housing situation. 10,000 homes, 100,000 homes is $6 billion. What did I say? $26 billion available, huh? $13 billion. 300,000 homes for $20 billion. We'll rehabilitate 300,000 homes for $20 billion. Deaths abroad, anti-terrorism, etc., etc.
It's awful. No, it's not a suicide. There's no doubt about that. But a terrible assassination.
That's not good.
The theory that says
We don't need Bhutan. The United States has discovered advanced nuclear fission. New technology is true scientific revolution. The United States government has decided to keep it confidential. We will be able to buy products resulting from it, but not use it in our economy.
After their
A lot of fighting going on there still. 89. Anticipated tensions in the Catholic leader. State does not offer enough guarantees. Housing and humanitarian issues were a big success. Now it's time for road construction. Alright, we are going to cross the continent, or the subcontinent here. Crisscross the subcontinent with some roads. We already have the Calcutta Circle we developed here. We've got a west coast line. Let's extend it all the way across. We're going to extend 2 highways right across the center of... And terrorists, I hate
In a
terrorists.
statement sent to the press.
Yeah, terrorists, get out of here. We are going to extend the highways across the subcontinent, vastly improving our infrastructure. And there you have it. Road highway extension number 1. It's going to cost us $8 billion. We'll confirm that production. Alright, time of construction is 64 months. Total length of the route is 1,500 miles. Total cost to be financed by the Treasury is $5 billion, only $5 billion. With a Treasury availability of $60 billion, we lost 20, so it's now down to $55 billion. 15,000 jobs will be created from this for 64 months. That's pretty good. That's one. Here we go. First of all, this is good for national tourism. It will benefit, finally, the region and cities serving our bad choices. We always say bad choices. Well, I have to connect all the roads. This is, the name of the game is all lead to Delhi, so we have to connect all the cities to Delhi, and they are not all connected at the moment. Now it's time for a southern route. Another highway. And we'll start this highway. This highway we will start here. Extend another highway. I want to go this way. There we go. Confirm that. It's like another $5 billion. Alright. 1,000 miles, 3.5 billion. 44 months, 10,000 new jobs. That's 25,000 jobs total. Alright, here we go, same thing. Watch out for growth, they're warning about now. Quarterly unemployment rate dropped 13%.
Here is our growth forecast.
It looks like things are getting better. Alright, inflation is up a little bit, so they are telling us to watch out for growth. Happiness increase in India. Tourism, automobile, transport, and road transport, all favorable about our actions. I'm going to extend a road and a highway here, a connector highway. Maybe I'll do 2 connectors. Looks like there should be multiple connectors. Transport, highway. There you go. Make that connection. 3,000 jobs, another $1 billion spent, and another highway. And more wasted money. Alright. So, new highway system, transcontinental or trans-subcontinental highway system being built. I think another highway line might be good just to go right up there. And all the way up to Delhi. I think that's another good one. But we'll wait till the next quarter for that because I think I've spent enough at this time on highways. And instead, let's go ahead and fund the earthquake in Punjab. We're still dealing with aid. Earthquake in Punjab. What do we have here? Sum total donation. We can for another 10 billion. It looks like. Alright, that is 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion, 10 billion. Let's go ahead and transfer that money over. 20 billion has been transferred. There still is a little bit amount of international aid left. About 13 billion away from getting the whole thing funded, and we're still dealing with this famine that I've been dealing with the whole time, really. There's another 5 billion that can be transferred here. Let's make it 10. Getting closer on the famine. Still got a long way to go there. $397 billion worth of famine. Alright, how's my Treasury fund looking now? 44 billion. Alright, I only wanted to spend half. Let's see here. We're going to need some more. Well, you know what else I wanted to do actually? I wanted to hire some more employees because we do have a surplus. Budget surplus, right? Budget surplus of 67 and an unemployment rate of 13%. I think now is a good time to go ahead and hire a few more teachers. I'd say at least 100,000. How much did that cost us? That cost us $1 billion. Alright, let's spend $1 billion to hire another 100,000 teachers. And I'm going to build some more secondary education schools. I don't know how many regions I have now because of my annexation of Pakistan. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to count them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 36. Sorry about that. I apologize for you guys having to listen to me count. 72 schools for another $1 billion to be redistributed over the territories. And let's go into the medical field. Our Minister of Health should be happy with this next step, which we are going to go ahead and hire another, I'd say, 100,000 doctors. What are we looking at here, doctor-wise? Life expectancy is up to 74 years from 68. That's 6 years I've added to people. Medical population per doctor is 15, down from 2,000. Medical population per bed looks like that's going up. So we definitely need to construct some more hospitals. First, let's get some doctors. I'm going to add another $1 billion to the doctor budget. Actually, I don't know. Doctors probably get paid more than teachers, right? They definitely get paid more than teachers. I know that for a fact. Not that much more, according to us, though. Another 100,000 doctors. Hopefully that will improve the economy. And let's do some hospitals. We'll do 72 hospitals. Just like we did 72 second education. No. 10 billion is a little bit too much. I will do 1 hospital per region. Distributed, that's 5 billion. There we go. Alright, so that hopefully will reduce the hospital bed situation. And what do we got here? I don't want to eliminate that person or that person. Rebels are in retreat. That's always a good news. And they're still fighting in that province. So, 100,000 teachers and doctors. I don't see any bases. 87 tanks. I don't see the Mujahideen. There they are. Still got huge numbers. How do we get rid of these numbers? Airstrike. Knock you out, sucker. Actually, I probably don't need to do the airstrike. That's too late. There they go. Big boost to health. Probably too many missiles. I think we got a hit there, though. Haven't done a lot of military spending lately. How many missiles do I have? 8,000, almost 9,000 missiles. I would like 10,000 missiles total. That doesn't cost too much. How's our army looking? Pretty strong. I think I want more commandos, though. Let's hire 1,000 of them. 5,000 commandos. That's nothing. Alright, recruiting more commandos. Might get a reaction from that. That might be a militarist reaction. How's our taxation looking now? We're at 38 trillion. Alright, I think I've spent everything I want to spend for this quarter. I think I pretty much spent the entire surplus. More than the surplus, almost. Pacifism, national defense. That's weird. Did I reduce numbers somehow? That's weird. That's weird that happened. Alright, let's speed through this quarter. See what happens. I don't know what to do with the Mujahideen. Maybe give more aid to Afghanistan. 2 billion. Give them another billion. Famine. Deeply grateful for the increase. I need stability on my border there, Afghanistan. I need you to get rid of these Mujahideen. I don't want them pouring into my territory. There's our Uzbekistan base, part of our Central Asian imperialistic strategy. Uzbekistan, big ally, top ally in Central Asia. for the Indians. And the other thing I did want to fund was the space program, right? I did say that. Let's go ahead and fund this space program. Encouraging unemployment reduction. Look at that, 12%. Unemployment figure shows that 12% of our active population are unemployed. We are on the right track. See that? I did that. That worked out well. Hiring more teachers and doctors. Current mission to the moon. That should have been done already. Wait a minute. That's not us. Here we are. 2 in preparation. 3 successful missions. 1 failure. Alright, asteroiding, we're gonna have to fund this ourselves, it looks like. So 12% means that 88% needs to be funded by India. Modify that. Estimated risk of failure is 9%. Ooh, Azerbaijan. Sure, bring them in. That should cover our budget situation. Azerbaijan. I think they were part of that Cato group too. Waiting for your reply. All countries interested are ready. It's now up to you to select which one your partner. I already did that. Accepted a new partner. Distress. People are very unhappy. Enough with the Iranians. You know, with the Iranians, they're kind of pissing me. They are perturbing me. And it is time for me to manage these networks a little bit differently. Instead of approaching political party, I'm going to begin political spying. China cyber attack preparation. We've done that.
Your politics are on the right track.
Armed forces are with us.
Prospective analysis.
I think it might be a good time to hire another 100,000. I don't know, that might be a lot. Let's see what how they would react to hiring another 20,000 troops. Any reaction there? And there's riots. Knew that was gonna happen. Bring in the reinforcements. Show up on TV. Indian Communist League reacting against expansion of the military. Militaristic expansionism. Budget excess. Budget excess is what it says. $78 billion with a Treasury reserve in the millions. $38 billion. Employment is a big boost. And there are trouble in New Delhi. Indecisive.
television.
Don't want to do that yet. A lot going on here. Let's get into authoritarianism. Wow. Alright, let's take a look at this. Get him. Stuck on that thing still. Get that guy. The guys with the bats are the worst. Look at this guy. With a gun. This guy's got an assault rifle. Jeez. Let's get that bat. Ooh, we locked them all up. Looks like we got the assault rifle.
Without a real surprise, the paramilitary units of the enemy have entered in action. This is war.
What? I never heard that comment before. I don't know what that's all about. Alright, I think we got him.
We have subdued the rebel movement.
Uprising has been subdued. All back to normal. What's going on in the papers? Check out the papers. I never check out the papers. Health incidents. Several cases of mysterious poisoning. Eee. Uprising in New Delhi. Front page. Rebels send in armed troops. Barricades. It's all about the riots. Sri Lanka. Last hour. Alright. I don't know. I never watch it. I never read those papers. Poisoning. Punjab earthquake, more aid coming in, unit spotted. Enough is enough. Let's try to get to the end of the quarter here. Inflation rising. Growth is at 4.75. We could probably lower that growth. Now would be the time to raise. Hey, jeez. Still worried about unemployment. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Taxation. I think maybe the magic pill might be the lowering of the sales tax. $14 billion it would get rid of. And not a lot of people for it on the right wing. Which means the left wing's for it, and the right wing's opposed to it. That means I could add the company. I was hoping that would be the case. I was worried that the left wing would be opposed to it. So what that means is terrorism. What I'm gonna do, I gotta go after these terrorist groups. There's too many of them. Indian Communist Forces. File on these guys. Hello, where's my file? Surveillance. Surveillance. There's too many of them. I hate it. So annoying. Who else? Mujahideen. Nobody. Total Jihad? I don't think they're going after us, but we'll place you under sense. Indian, let's check out this autonomous group. They seem suspicious. There's only one person there, good. I think these guys seem to claim a lot. Let's place all them under surveillance. I guess I could probably increase the amount of people I could place under surveillance by increasing the amount of domestic agents I have. Okay. Alright. More told you how. Okay, I think that's about enough now. For now. Got about 35 minutes in here. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying trying to achieve all the goals here. I think I could actually achieve the goal. Well, definitely could achieve the all roads lead to Delhi goal. And we have a space program, so that's been achieved. Those are two of the goals. The other two goals were to crash an economy, which I kind of did in Sri Lanka a little bit with a cyber attack. I think I cost them about $1 billion. But the final goal is to eclipse China. That's going to be a tough one. I'm going to take out Bangladesh first, probably, and revitalize the economy. The economy is being revitalized, but taking out Bangladesh... The reason why I'm doing it is because when I try to do one of these orders over here and I select everyone, they end up having to go through Bangladesh, and it's just, you know, like if I wanted to move all my tanks at once, well, none of them are in the... Wow. All the tanks are in the west. I don't want to do this. Did that happen? Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna get off this before something happens. The point was, there's bases out here, and I'd have to crisscross over Bangladesh. I'm just gonna try to unite Bangladesh, and probably Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's upset with me. Interesting. I guess because I passed that carrier right through their straits there, probably. Ha! And there's Iran, too. Well, we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you did. Comment. Feel free to comment down below. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. You can also support me on Patreon, the link in the description. As well as follow me on Twitter, Twitch, or Discord. All those links should be in the description down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the